Introduction. On October 14, 2009, at 22:41 local time, an unidentified aerial event occurred over the High Plains Test Range, approximately 32 kilometers east of Alamogordo, New Mexico. The incident lasted 17 minutes, involved civilian witnesses, military radar systems, and 2 airborne patrol units, and resulted in 1 unexplained disappearance and multiple system-wide electronic failures. This report reconstructs the event using radar telemetry, audio recordings, recovered sensor logs, and sworn testimony. Portions remain redacted. What follows is the unclassified record. Environmental conditions. Weather data from the National Atmospheric Archive confirms the following. Temperature, 11 degrees Celsius. Humidity, 38%. Wind, light, 4 knots from the northwest. Visibility, clear, star-dense sky, no cloud cover. Geomagnetic activity, low to moderate, no solar storms recorded. There were no scheduled military exercises in the airspace at the time. Commercial flight traffic was minimal. Initial detection. At 22:41:12, Range Surveillance Radar Station Echo 3 detected a high-altitude contact descending at a velocity inconsistent with conventional aircraft. The object entered radar coverage at 27,000 meters, slowed abruptly to near-zero forward motion, and then executed a vertical drop of 6,000 meters in under 3 seconds. Radar operator Sergeant Daniel Morrows reported, "It wasn't skipping or ghosting. It was solid, clean return. Then it just stopped obeying physics. My console alarmed for impossible acceleration parameters." Within 30 seconds, 3 adjacent radar stations confirmed the same contact. All systems recorded identical telemetry. At 22:43, communication interference began across the sector. Static bursts were recorded on military and civilian emergency frequencies. Civilian witness reports. A total of 11 civilian reports were logged within a 10-kilometer radius. Witness A, Maria Velasquez, resident, ranch caretaker. The sky got brighter, like moonlight but wrong. Blue-white. The air felt heavy. My horses started screaming and broke the fence. Then the light stopped and everything went quiet. Too quiet. Witness B, Thomas Keene, amateur astronomer. It wasn't blinking. It wasn't moving like a plane. It rotated slowly, perfectly smooth. I lost 10 minutes. My camera kept recording, but the footage shows nothing but static noise and a dark silhouette. Military response. At 22:45, 2 armed reconnaissance aircraft, call signs Raven 1 and Raven 2, were dispatched from Holloman Air Force Base. Cockpit voice recordings confirm visual contact at 22:48. Raven 1 pilot statement. Object appeared metallic, oval-shaped, no visible propulsion. It emitted a low-frequency hum that vibrated through the aircraft frame. My instruments began cycling randomly. Altimeter dropped to 0 while we were at altitude. Flight data shows both aircraft experienced simultaneous avionics failures. Backup analog systems also malfunctioned. At 22:50, the object emitted a concentrated beam of light directed toward the desert floor. Ground seismic sensors recorded a localized vibration spike, equivalent to a controlled subterranean blast, though no crater was found later. Raven 2 attempted approach. Distance closed to 1.2 kilometers. Audio transcript ends with the following exchange. Raven 2. It's turning toward... Raven 1. Raven 2, respond. Do you copy? Raven 2 vanished from radar at 22:51:09. No debris field was detected. No emergency beacon activated. The aircraft has never been recovered. Ground investigation. Search teams arrived at first light. No wreckage was located. However, investigators discovered a circular patch of scorched soil, 19 meters in diameter, with abnormal magnetic readings and trace isotopic anomalies. Soil samples contained elevated levels of scandium and unknown crystalline microstructures inconsistent with natural formation. Multiple electronic devices belonging to witnesses were permanently damaged. Internal clocks across phones, cameras, and vehicle systems
displayed the same error. Time offset of exactly 9 minutes and 34 seconds. Medical and psychological effects. 3 witnesses reported nausea, headaches, and temporary memory gaps. Neurological scans conducted later revealed localized hippocampal disruption patterns, similar to exposure to extreme electromagnetic pulses. One witness, Deputy Ranger Alan Rhodes, provided a written statement before requesting immediate transfer. "I saw something standing in the light, not clear, like a shadow wearing brightness. When the beam shut off, it was gone. I haven't slept since." Data irregularities. Review of the base's digital archives uncovered an anomaly. Between 2247 and 2256, all internal security cameras recorded uninterrupted footage. However, metadata timestamps revealed that exactly 38 seconds of video content existed without corresponding time records.
The frames were present, but the system reported they were never created. Additionally, classified satellite imagery taken during the incident shows a vertical column of distortion extending from ground level into low orbit. Analysts described it as a hole in atmospheric clarity. Official explanation. The initial public explanation cited a classified drone test failure and atmospheric interference. This explanation was internally rejected within 72 hours due to conflicting physical data. The case was reclassified and sealed. Until now. Final development. In 2023, 14 years after the incident, an unregistered emergency transmission was detected on a dormant military frequency. The signal originated from high-altitude airspace above the original event location. The voice was identified through biometric comparison as belonging to Captain Elias Ward, pilot of Raven 2, the aircraft presumed lost in 2009. The transmission lasted 6 seconds. Audio transcript. "We never crashed. We never left. They're still watching the ground. Do not activate the..." The signal cut abruptly. Radar logs confirm that at the exact moment of transmission, a brief contact appeared at 27,000 meters, identical in signature to the original object recorded in 2009. It vanished within 1 second. Conclusion. No physical trace of Raven 2 has ever been recovered. No official explanation accounts for the transmission, the synchronized time loss, or the persistent anomalies detected at the site. The location remains under restricted monitoring. Sensors continue to register intermittent electromagnetic spikes every October 14th, within a margin of 2 minutes from the original encounter time. No aircraft are scheduled in that airspace on those nights. And yet, something continues to appear on radar. For 17 minutes in 2009, the sky above the desert stopped behaving normally. The investigation remains officially closed, but the data suggests the event did not end. It may only be waiting. Open question for review board and public record. If the object never left our airspace, and Raven 2 never returned, then what exactly has been orbiting above that desert for the past 14 years? And why did it choose now to speak?